Hey folks, welcome to Horse Tales with Blair and the Pee Dee Cowboy. Folks, as you see, Blair's not here tonight. She's out horsing around. Actually, she just rode over to a wedding she's got to participate in. Folks, I am really excited about tonight's show, High School Rodeo, here at Antioch Rec Center. We've having a great time so far, so stay tuned, sit back in your saddle, and let's watch some great young folks having a good time here tonight. Folks, with us tonight is Monty Beasley, the National High School Rodeo Association Director. Is that correct?
National Director.
National Director. And Monty, we appreciate you taking some time tonight. Would you tell us a little bit of what we got going on tonight and what your job encompasses, please?
Well, what we got going on tonight is the rodeo here in Hartsville. This is our first rodeo of the season. All the kids are excited. They're ready to jump on these horses and start competing. These kids compete, and the top four will end up going to the state final. Well, all of them will go to state finals, but the top four will end up going to Gillette, Wyoming to compete in the National High School Rodeo Association out there, to compete against about 1,500 other kids all over the United States, Hawaii, Alaska, Australia, and 5 provinces in Canada.
Well, Monty, where are you from?
I'm from Anderson, South Carolina.
All right. And so how did you kind of get involved with what, did you become the National Director, which is a pretty big deal for where I come from?
Well, my son high school rodeoed, and whenever he started high school rodeo, I got on the board, and then it just kind of stemmed from there. And after he graduated 10 years ago, my granddaughter, which is Callie Martin, I knew she was going to ride high school rodeo, and I've had her on a horse that she was before she could walk. Okay. And so that's how I got involved.
Well, folks, we got the perfect storm brewing here with Irene, but not what these young people have got in store for us later. So stay tuned. We'll be right back with some great high school rodeo action.
You won't find any floral shelf paper in here. There's no vacuum cleaner bags, carpet samples, or washer-dryer combos. But if you're a worker, a fixer, a grower, or a doer, then we built a place for you. Southern States. A place for those who do. Farmer-owned since 1923.
There's nothing fresher, nothing finer than locally grown fruits and vegetables. They're tastier, sweeter, healthier, and most of us would agree they're better. That's why your South Carolina Department of Agriculture is working to make certified South Carolina grown produce and products available in stores in your neighborhood. Ask for South Carolina. Nothing's fresher, nothing's finer.
Folks, with us tonight is my favorite cowboy, Mr. Billy Pritchard from McBee. He's Vice President of High School Rodeo. Mr. Billy, tell us where we at and what we got going on tonight.
We're in Antioch community, Hartsville, South Carolina, fixing to have our first high school rodeo of the year. This is where we start off at, and we're ready to put on a good rodeo.
Well, Mr. Billy, for the viewers out there, for you young folks that want to get involved in high school rodeo, is a certain what they have to go through to do that? Can you just get us a little quick information on that?
Well, you have to be in the 9th through the 12th grade, have good conduct and good grades. And you have to have a release from your school saying that you do have good grades and good conduct. And anybody in the state of South Carolina can join and ride.
So somebody has a dream and they're pretty good with the horses, they want to get involved, they can maybe contact horsetales.tv.com and we'll forward that information and just get started in high school rodeo.
Sure. We have about 20 rodeos a year scattered throughout the state. Most kids learn their event from friends or maybe their dad on the ranch. We don't have school just for this. Most kids come, they already rope and ride, and the ones that don't usually get in and people take them under their wing and teach them the sport.
Which I understand you've done really a lot of that.
Yes.
You're very well thought of in the community. What's the next event we have coming up here soon?
We have Marshville, North Carolina. We have a rodeo just as this, a Friday night, Saturday night performance. It's right across the line north of Pageland, South Carolina, and we go up and put on that rodeo in North Carolina.
And think I heard you say we got a trail ride coming up in a couple weeks to help raise money for the High School Rodeo that's open to the public, and we encourage people to come. Tell me a little bit about that real quick for us.
Well, once a year we have a trail ride at my house in McBee, South Carolina, and we go up through through the National Wildlife Refuge, which is not open to the public except at our trail ride. And for $10 you come, you trail ride, you have a barbecue dinner, and we have a real good time, and the proceeds go to High School Rodeo.
Mr. Billy, thank you.
Yes, sir.
In my opinion, you're a great cowboy.
Thank you.
Hey folks, I'm usually used to pitching this over to Blair, but stay tuned for a very informative tack tip.
Hello, I'm Adrienne Potter with the Tack Room in Camden. Today's tack tip, we'll be discussing bridal fit. I'm here with Casey, a 10-year-old Arabian gelding, and currently he has on a full-size bridle, which is obviously too large. Number one, the cavesson is much too wide here. Our cheek pieces are run all the way up to the top hole, so we have no adjustability. His brow band does not fit. We've got way too much room here. Across the crown, it's just way too big. The dangers you run into with ill-fitting tack, it obviously is not comfortable for him. The bit's not sitting properly. We have the danger of getting caught on things while you're out trail riding or in the ring. It doesn't look attractive. It just doesn't work. So what we have is his properly fitting bridle, which we'll switch to. Casey's behaving like a true gentleman and standing up for me. You want a nice snug fit over the ears. This keeps nothing dangling to get caught on. Properly fitting. Your cavesson should, as a rule of thumb, fit 2 fingers below the cheekbone. You'd like your cheek pieces to be adjusted to the middle holes so you have room to change. His brow band fits snug across his forehead. The bit gives you two wrinkles here at the lip, and he's ready to ride. If you have any questions about bridle or tack fit in general, you can give us a call at the Tack Room at 803-432-2264. You can find us on the web at tackroomonline.com.
Hey folks, here tonight we've got Callie Martin, the 2010-2011 National High School Rodeo Queen. Callie, tell us a little bit how you got that such prestigious contest won.
Well, my journey started here in the state of South Carolina. I'm actually from Greenville, South Carolina. I first won my state competition as being the South Carolina High School Rodeo Association Queen, and went to the Nationals in Gillette, Wyoming, and won against 43 other girls, a bunch of states, Canadian provinces, and Australia.
Well, Callie, where are you from?
I'm from Greenville, South Carolina.
Greenville, good deal. So, how did you get involved in all this?
Well, my grandfather first got me involved when I was very young, and I've been doing it ever since.
Tell us a little bit about the exciting events you're doing tonight.
Well, I'm competing in 5 events: the barrel racing, pole bending, goat tying, breakaway roping, and the team roping contest.
We'll look forward. She's going to get somebody's goat tonight, folks. All right, Shauna, we got Callie Martin coming up. Tell us what we got going on right here.
What Callie wants to do, she wants to come in the horse running, get down to the end of the arena as quick as she can, step off the horse while it's running, and continue running to the goat, catch the goat, flank it, and tie it. When she throws her hand in the air, time is done. There she goes. Flank, Callie, flank, go. Gather up 3 legs. Tie it, hands up. Now she has to wait 6 seconds. And the goat has to stay tied.
She says yes. Time's good.
Time's good.
Callie Martin.
Well, folks, that was goat cheese. That wasn't bad. You know, I think the Pee Dee Cowboy could do that.
Good job, Callie.
Hey folks, with us tonight is Coy Clark. Coy, where are you from?
McBee, South Carolina.
McBee. A lot of good folks from up there. We heard you had done something real special here lately.
Yes,
Tell us about it.
I went to the IFR, to the IFR in Shawnee, Oklahoma this summer, and set a world record. I was 4.4, broke the arena record this year.
And who's your partner?
Jacob Dagenhart. He lives in Statesville, North Carolina. He graduated this year. He goes to college in Missouri Valley, Missouri.
Are you the header or the healer?
I heel, yes sir, and Jacob heads.
Very good. Well, tell me a little bit about the horse you ride.
I bought him about 3 years ago. I've been riding him ever since from a guy who lives in Greensboro, North Carolina. He ropes pretty good, and I've seen him ride him a lot, and then so I went and tried him and I liked him, so I bought him.
A quarter horse, I'm sure.
Yes, sir.
Very good, very good. What makes him so special?
Well, he puts me where I need to be to rope fast as I can.
Very
Does
good.
his job.
Well, we're looking forward to seeing some good action tonight,
Yes, sir.
Corey. Good luck to you.
Thanks, sir.
Well, Shauna, tell me what's really happening. I think we got Corey Clark coming out, don't we?
We do. Corey coming out with his team roping partner. In this event, this is another timed event. It's a 30-second time limit. Their first cowboy out is called the header, and he's going to catch the steer by the horns or by his head. It's his job then to dally off the saddle horn and pull that steer around so that the heeler then can come in behind him and scoop up those 2 back feet. The time will be called when the 2 cowboys have roped the steer and have pulled their ropes tight and are facing each other.
Very good. Hang with us here, folks. 2, 1.
Hey.
Okay, Shauna, we got Corey Clark coming up. Tell us what we're getting ready to see here, please.
You're fixing to see 2 cowboys in the team roping event. What they're going to do is break out. The header would be the first cowboy, is going to rope the steer by the head, hopefully. Then it's his job to dally off the saddle horn and pull that steer around. There he goes. See him turn. Now the heeler comes in behind and catches the steer with 2 back feet. Yeah, clean catch.
Very good run.
As you see, the 2 cowboys had to face off in order for that time to stop. That was an excellent run. Yes.
That was a good run. Very good.
Good job.
Well, Shauna, you're on the board of directors for High School Rodeo. How long have you been at that?
This is my 16th year. 16th year, and I love it. I've loved it. I've loved it.
I've been really impressed with the quality of the competition out here tonight.
The kids are wonderful. I want to tell you something that's so exciting. This is our first rodeo of the season, and we've got all our new kids, our freshmen, coming in right now, and you will see them tonight, and you see them starting for the first time, and then you watch and see what happens as they go through the year and how they grow and how much better they get, and it's just
Callie Martin,
it's just nothing like it. Nothing like it.
This has been really, really interesting. It really has. Very electric. Hey folks, we're having a great time. I'm like Toby Keith. I'm as good once as I ever was. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
What makes a perfect weekend? Start with the same place. You know the one. Gather a handful of your favorite friends. Add in the kids just to keep things stirred up. Mix generously with laughter and the finest ingredients, South Carolina grown, of course. Serve with a fresh, low-country boil and the promise to return next year. This is what memories are made of. Certified SC grown.
Hey folks, as you can see, there's a lot going on around here, so stay tuned. We're going to have a very good vet tip coming up for you.
Today's vet tip is being brought to you today by your local Clemson Extension Department.
Hi, my name's Adam Michael Berger, and I'm a field and extension veterinarian with Clemson University. And this is Casey. Today we're at the South Carolina Equine Park down in Camden, South Carolina, and here's today's horse health tip. One of the new issues in the horse industry that we've been dealing with a little bit lately, it's been getting a lot of publicity in the international scene and national scene, is equine herpes virus. One of the more common names is probably rhinopneumonitis. That's something that we commonly think of it as. It's typically thought of as a cold or as just a cough or a snotty nose, something that we commonly vaccinate for. But there has been a mutated form of equine herpes virus that is actually horses can be exposed to. It mutates and actually will invade their central nervous system. And some horses, it'll not only get them very sick, but they can die from it. So recently in Ogden, Utah, there was a large cutting horse event, and about 500 horses were at the show. Secondary to the event, there was one horse there apparently that came in and had this mutated form in them. As they were stressed at a show, the actual horses came close encounters, and they actually spread the disease from one animal to another. And it can be spread as easily as nose-to-nose touch or a cough, or actually just coming up to a horse and touching them on your hand and going up to your horse and seeing it after. That's as easy. That's just like a common cold. One of the things horse owners do poorly is biosecurity. And now, as much as horses travel and go around the country, that's one thing that we need to be aware about. But with the herpes virus, as a result of that show in the mutated form, 90 horses actually developed sickness secondary to the show, and about 15 horses died or were euthanized. So one of the ways to prevent equine herpes virus in your horse is to make sure your horse is vaccinated for rhinopneumonitis or against herpes virus. Another thing that you need to do as a horse owner is practice basic biosecurity, meaning washing your hands whenever working around horses and working with other people's. Not letting your horse go nose to nose or interact with horses you don't know the history. Don't use common water buckets. Don't go to common gathering areas whenever diseases are prevalent, or don't go to common grazing areas where you've seen other horses out there grazing and another horse is going to go down and put their mouth and face in the same exact area. So equine herpes virus can be very easily prevented through minimal biosecurity, vaccinating, and just being smart, just like we are smart about trying to avoid the common cold. So please contact your veterinarian today. You know, if you have any questions or if you'd like to get your horse vaccinated, or if you have any questions just about the equine herpes virus in general, you're welcome to contact me at the state veterinarian's office or email me. Again, my name's Adam Eichelberger. I'm a field and extension veterinarian for Clemson University.
Shauna, tell us what's going on right now.
What he's doing is trying to get set on the middle of the horse. They're getting the buck strap ready to pull. He's getting his hand placed in the rigging. He wants his hand in there tight so he can hold on. He'll nod when he's ready to go out. And then they'll open the gate.
First rule's a mark out roll. First jump out.
Tell us a little bit what's going on. He has to keep one hand free.
He must keep one hand free, cannot touch. The first thing that judges are going to be looking for is called the mark out rule. And that means that the cowboy has got to have his feet, his spurs up on the shoulders of the horse. When that horse's shoulders break the plane of the gate,
here we go, folks.
See how he's keeping his hand up?
All right, he made it. Looks like he's hung up there.
He's hung up. They get their hands in those riggings so tight that's what happens sometimes.
Now tell me, does he have them wrapped or is he just...
He has it wedged in there. It's wedged in. As tight as he can get it. And the glove, he's got a thick glove on.
A little similar to the way the bull riders do or not?
The bull riders wrap a rope around their hand. He's got an actual rigging that's strapped to the horse. You can see it right there. They're fixing to strip it off of the horse.
All right, folks, we got that. We'll be right back with some more. All right, Shauna, tell me what's going on. Adam just completed his running, and they told me that he's leading. So tell me what his leading points are.
Okay, leading means that he made an 8-second ride. He was able to stay on the animal for 8 seconds. Scoring is based, you've got 50 points based on the animal's competition, on his efforts to buck the cowboy off, and then 50 points on how well the cowboy rides and whether he spurs.
Here we go.
And there they go.
Oh, whoa, look at that.
Big points for the horse here. Okay. All right. Didn't make the time, but what a ride.
Folks, the Pee Dee Cowboy don't want nothing to do with that.
Nice horse.
I have that to happen, but it wasn't intentional.
Good job. Good effort.
You won't find any floral shelf paper in here. There's no vacuum cleaner bags, carpet samples, or washer-dryer combos. But if you're a worker, a fixer, a grower, or a doer, then we built a place for you. Southern States. A place for those who do. Farmer-owned since 1923.
There's nothing fresher nothing finer than locally grown fruits and vegetables. They're tastier, sweeter, healthier, and most of us would agree they're better. That's why your South Carolina Department of Agriculture is working to make certified South Carolina grown produce and products available in stores in your neighborhood. Ask for South Carolina. Nothing's fresher, nothing's finer.
Folks, here with tonight is Adam LeGrand. He's participating in 2 events here at this High School Rodeo. Adam, tell us about the 2 events you're participating in tonight, please.
Yes, sir. I'll be riding Bareback, which is bucking horses, and bulls.
Okay.
Tonight.
Well, I've heard you're pretty good at it. Can you tell us your technique on the Bareback and then the bulls, please?
Yes, sir. Bareback, you got to have a lot of arm strength, a lot of jerking on your arm, you know. And with the bulls, you got to have a lot of leg strength. You got to be able to hold on, you know. You got to have a lot of form. You got to know which way to go with it, how to do it.
How long have you been riding bulls and bucking broncs?
For about a year and a half.
That's pretty darn good. You come this far. Very good. But anything else you can add about just what is it like being on the back of that bull? I'm 54 and I would love to try it, but I don't think I could.
About like being on a roller coaster. A lot of adrenaline. There's a lot of that. A lot of nerves. So,
well, I was going to try it, but I heard something about if you got a short sleeve shirt, you can't participate.
Yes, sir. You got to have a long sleeve shirt on all the time. Like you can't even help a buddy out without a long sleeve shirt on.
Well, folks, we got a storm brewing, but Adam's got his own storm brewing here. He's got him a bull picked out, and 8 seconds is what he's going to do tonight.
Yes, sir.
All right, Shannon, we got Adam LeGrand up here. Can you tell me what's getting ready to happen here?
He's going to hold on for dear life. 8-second ride, beast against man. I've never rode a bull, but I'm pretty sure it will be the longest 8 seconds of my life.
Here we go.
Just stay in the middle, Adam.
Yeah.
Stay in the middle. Oh, there we go.
That was a pretty good ride, though.
Nice try.
Yeah.
Nice try. It's okay. He'll get better and better as the year progresses. You know, what we're trying to make cowboys. We're trying to prepare them to go to the nationals to compete on the national level. So as the year goes on, you'll watch these kids get better and better every time.
Hey, ain't you the Pee Dee Cowboy?
Yeah, man, I am.
Happy dang. I'm Walt Phillips. I'm a professional bullfighter here.
Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, what do you do?
Well, it's my job to make sure these cowboys are safe.
That don't seem that hard. I bet you I can do that.
You think you can?
Yeah.
Come on in.
Come on, man. Hey, I'm coming.
See what kind of man you are?
Yo, I need to catch that bull or what I need to do?
You just become the human target.
That ain't too hard.
Deal.
All right. Oh, folks, here it on. It's on like Donkey Kong now. Uh-oh. Oh, I can't believe I'm out here. Oh. That bull's coming after me. That bull's coming after me. Whoops. I was born at night, but not last night. Got me, folks. Hey, folks, it's been a long night for the old Pee Dee Cowboy. Blair kind of left me hanging, but I've hung in there, chasing the bulls around and everything. It's been great. This has been my first rodeo since I was a little fella, but it's been really exciting. Folks, these young people here tonight put on a great show, and I just can't stress how brave they are, how talented they are, and this has been a treat for me here tonight. Folks, we appreciate you tuning in, and if you got any ideas about the show or any information or want to know about what we did here today, you can contact us from horsetailstv.com or pdcowboy.com. Until next time, keep your reins low and your hands quiet.